Alright guys, we're going to take a quick look at the high-grade HGUC Z'Gok that I purchased a while ago. I did an unboxing of this a little while ago, and I wanted to kind of show you guys where I was with it. I'm going to feature him in some of the action-based videos that I picked up as well. So here he is. He is about 95% done, I would say. And that's only because I want to seal it, and then I want to add in some more weathering on the feet there, you know, and around the shins and the feet and stuff, because it's an aquatic based mobile suit. I wanted to kind of like, you know, do some like, not seaweed, but you know, just mildew and scum, you know, stuff that's built up as it's moving through the bottom of the ocean. The kit went together fairly easy. Honestly, the most confusing part, and I say this lightly because it's all relevant, the most confusing part was putting the arm segments and leg segments together, because there's like 3 here and 3 here, or 4 here, or something like that. And only because I took everything off the sprues to paint everything. So even the inner frame is painted, or the skeleton, or whatever you want to call it. It's painted gunmetal. You can see there. It's all painted up. And I went with a really basic color scheme, and it kind of looks like the color scheme it's supposed to have. But that was purely coincidental. I wanted to go with an underwater kind of, you know, like a construction vehicle. Even though I know it's a mobile suit and it's got weapons and stuff like that, I kind of wanted to go with something more realistic, something that we would probably use in either a military application or a scientific application, which is why I put the chevrons there and stuff like that, and got the tanks there. And I did a little bit of rusting and a little bit of weathering. Did the stripes, you know. Everything is painted, so there's nothing that's not painted on here, with the exception of the very internal parts of the claws, and that's just because I didn't want to get it all gummed up with paint. So you can see in there still that bluish color. But I added some weathering and some rust effects underneath there. The kit itself is not terrible. It's an old kit, so it's not the greatest kit either. It does have some articulation, but not to the point, you know, like the kits nowadays. But I feel like it's got enough to pose it in what I needed to show off, you know. And I did these chevrons here. So basically, what I did was I masked off the lines with some Tamiya masking tape. You know, did the white, then did the yellow, then did the black. You know, and everything else was pretty much done with acrylic paint. So this is all acrylic paints. There's no enamels, no lacquers. So what I did was I base coated this in the Fang, Games Workshop's or Citadel's The Fang spray. And then I used Army Painter Wolf Gray for this color here. And it's got that really cool off blue. You know, something, I felt like it would be something you would see working underwater. And then this is standard, I can't remember the name of the gray. I always forget that name. But the Games Workshop Citadel spray, the gray. Standard Mechanic is gray or something like that. I can't remember. And then everything else was just painted by hand. Just brushes. Even the panel lines, I didn't use the Gundam markers or anything like that for the panel lines. I actually just painted it with a very thin brush. Because I felt like it just gave me more control. And I didn't want to use the Tamiya panel liner that I picked up, not for this specific thing. I'll do it for bear kits, but I won't do it for, you know, a fully painted kit. It just doesn't, you know, because I didn't seal it, so I didn't want to use that stuff and have it ruin anything. And I got rust all over the inside there, you can see. So all in all, like I said, it went together pretty fairly easy. It's an easy kit to work with, easy kit to paint. I've got the I got a little piece of stuff hanging out there. This is actually from the new action base that I just purchased. Unfortunately, it didn't have a connector for the Z'Gok. but it actually shows a Z'Gok on the cover of the bag. You'll see that in my next video. But it came with this connector, which you screwed in, and it actually showed the Z'Gok itself. So you had to screw that. You had to drill a hole into the Z'Gok and then put that base in there. But with the action base, it's actually really, really cool. So that's just one of the few projects I want to do with Gundams. I want to actually fully paint a bunch of them. I was hoping to get them, you know, done, but the weather's just been terrible here, so there's no like, you know, telling when the snow's coming, when or not. So we'll get him on the Spinaroonie tray, so you guys can get a good look at him. But as far as I'm concerned, he's almost done. All I got to do is seal him up, and then put the mildew on the legs and on some of the hands and stuff like that. But once that's done, I'll show you guys the finished product. Alright guys, as always, like, subscribe, share. Thank you for watching. Check us out on the Tabletop Dungeoneers Discord server with the little guy right here. And tell him Zero sent you. Come out there and chit chat with us. We talk about everything from Gundams to D&D, so hit us up. Alright, thanks for watching guys.